This is the journey to one Africa.
Hey everybody, this is Mika and welcome back to SNOA. If you're new to this family, please don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on the notification button. You can also follow us on social medias. But also if you would like to stand with us, please use the links in the description. PayPal, Patreon, Super Chat, Super Sticker, Super Thanks. And you can even join membership here on YouTube. And it's going to be amazing. Guys, I'm back after a couple days and to give you latest on Sudan Army versus RSF intense clashes in Khartoum. Just to give you a little bit of background of this, there's been an intense war happening in Sudan, and it has been more than a year right now. More than 6 million people have been displaced. Thousands and thousands of people have been killed. A lot of people are in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Uganda. I've had a conversation with my brothers and sisters from Kenya. I went to Uganda. I met up with some Sudanese people who went there because of the war, and there's a lot of people came to Tanzania. Escaping from Sudanese war, and it's a very greedy war, a war that is supposed to be stopped as soon as possible for our people to go back to their normal lives, but the war is still advancing in Khartoum, and the conflict between Sudanese Armed Forces SAF and the Rapid Support Forces RSF in Khartoum has escalated with recent incidents indicating a continuation of intense clashes. Artillery attack on civilian market. The RSF was reportedly to have conducted an artillery attack on a crowded civilian market in Omdurman, resulting in at least 15 deaths and 61 injuries as announced by Khartoum State of Health Ministry of September 23rd, 2024. This act underscores the indiscriminate violence affecting civilian areas. A military operation and civilians detention. The RSF has also been involved in detaining over 40 military personnel and civilians in areas under its control in Khartoum, indicating an expansion of the operation beyond purely military engagement. Airstrikes by SAF. There have been reports of heavy SAF airstrikes targeting RSF position in central Khartoum, specifically in AI Morgan, indicating a significant military response from the Sudanese army. Public sentiment and casualties. Social media posts reflect public sorrow and anger, with videos and reports of civilians, including families losing loved ones due to the ongoing conflicts. An image shared showed a woman who lost 4 family members and a child who lost his mother to RSF artillery bombardment, highlighting the human cost of this conflict. Strategic movement. The SAF has been noted moving military columns through civilians areas, receiving support from locals, which suggests a degree of public backing or at least sympathy against the RSF, viewed by some as an occupying force. Recent reports indicate an escalation in the intense of clashes across different parts of Khartoum, which fighting noted in central, northern, and southern areas of the city, pointing to a widespread conflict zone. The situation paints a picture of a deeply entrenched conflict with significant civilians impact, marked by military engagements, strategic movements, and unfortunately heavy casualties among non-combatants. The use of heavy weaponry in urban areas like Khartoum and Omdurman not only indicates the severity of the conflict, but also its devastating effects on civilian life. Alright guys, I don't know, man, what to say. I've been sharing about this for a while now. I think for more than a year we've been talking about this, and you guys have been witness multiple conversations that we had with our brothers and sisters from Sudan. It is very sad what is happening in Sudan. It is very sad what our people are going through in Sudan, and it's very sad how many civilians, people with no issue, people who did nothing wrong, are being killed and being tortured and die, and they have to leave their homes to go somewhere else. I think one thing that I would say to everybody who is listening to this, guys, we need to raise our voices. We need to raise our voices because the world kind of seems like it started to talk about it. Just recently, there've been a meeting in UN, United Nations offices about this. But that after 1 year and so on, after people being killed. And a lot of time I say this, that nobody really cares about Africa or for Africa. That the only solution is for Africans to care for Africa, because nobody cares for Africa. Nobody does. And you can just see what is happening in Africa. For example, in the case of Sudan, nobody was talking about it. No Western media was talking about it. And only thing that was being covered is Ukraine war and Israel war, but not really what is happening in Sudan. And this is the sad reality, and Africans need to wake up. African Union and all the organization in Africa needs to wake up and realize that we are on our own and we need to protect our house. If we cannot solve our own conflicts, nobody else will come from nowhere to solve our conflicts. It's our responsibility, it's our duty, and we have to put on the work. All right, we have to put on the work. We have to put on the work and to save our people. We have to unite and save our people. We have to leave everything behind and save our people. We have to look at what is the priority of our nations and our country, and that is to stay in peace, and that is to unite our people, and that is not to be in conflict with one another, because that is not benefiting us but is destroying this continent. And just like I shared before, I wrote an article on my X, you can go make a Chavala, about savior syndrome, that until right now I believe Africa is still waiting for savior. Still waiting for savior. In the conflict in Sudan, nobody seemed to resolve from the continent. No one is ready to resolve. And you know what? Let me just not talk about the rest of Africans. Let me talk about those people who are fighting in Sudan. That you guys, you have responsibility. You have blood on your hands. Do you want the entire country to die? Do you want every single person to die and to left with nothing in the country? You have a blood in your hand. A lot of hundreds and thousands of people have been killed, and that blood is on you who are fighting daily. I don't know. People sometimes they live as if they have one life. You don't have one life, man. You have another life that you're going to give an account on this life that you're living today. And one of the craziest things to do is killing somebody. That blood is on your hand. There's the consequences to what you're doing today. And so our people, it's a time for us to learn how to love ourselves, how to love each other. It's a time to learn how we can stand together with one another and not against each other, because we are brothers and sisters, and we are one people, and Africa is one and has to be one. These conflicts, it is possible to stop them if we unite and if we say no to this madness of some of the craziest leaders I've ever seen, who are happy when our people are being killed and being tortured. So guys, I don't know, sometimes I lack words, sometimes I don't know what to say with everything that is happening. So I want you guys to help me out. Help me out with, help me out. What do you think, guys? If you are from Sudan, please let us know in the comment section what is the current state of our people in Sudan. What is happening? If you're outside of Sudan, there's a lot of information. If you share in this video, it will help a lot of people to raise their voices and to know that our people need support, our people needs help. So please let me know in the comment section, Africans. Let me know in the comment section, man. What is it gonna take us to stop this madness that is happening with our beautiful people in Sudan? Let us know, guys. Let us know, and let's find a solution right here, right now. And it's my call to African Union. It's my call to those who are responsible with our countries that, guys, it is possible to stop this war. We have to take everything we can to stop this madness. Even if we're going to send troops in Sudan and stop this madness that is happening, it is very important to do that. It is very important to stop this from happening, because these guys, they clearly seems like they're not willing to stop this war. They're not really war. They're not willing to stop killing our people, innocent civilians. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I appreciate you.